White Sox fans, this is your Sox Machine White Sox wake-up call for Thursday, May 18th, 2023. Happy National Cheese Soufflé Day. I'm Bennett Carroll. In the second game of a three-game series, the Chicago White Sox defeated the Cleveland Guardians 7-2. Mike Clevinger got the start for the White Sox against his former team, the Cleveland Guardians, and the Guardians got revenge early. Steven Kwan took a leadoff walk before Clevinger got Ahmed Rosario and Andres Jimenez to fly out to left and center field, respectively. So next up, Josh Bell hit it to right field. But this one got down and to the wall for a double, bringing Kwan around to score to quickly make it 1-0 Guardians. But Clevinger got Will Brennan to fly out to end the inning, just down one. Bottom one, and the only thing to note, is a single from Andrew Benintendi. Bottom two, though, the Sox got it going. After an Andrew Vaughn flyout, Gavin Sheets watched the count go full before finding a four-seamer he liked and driving it to the seats in right center to make it 1-1. Jake Berger managed to pick up a single before the third out. Top three, and Cleveland might have had something cooking. Miles Straw led off with a double, and a Steven Kwan groundout moved him to third. After an Ahmed Rosario groundout, Andres Jimenez took a walk and stole second, putting two runners into scoring position for the always dangerous Josh Bell. With a 3-1 count, Bell swung on a four-seam fastball and grounded to Hanser Alberto, who flipped the ball to Andrew Vaughn at first to end the inning, still tied at 1. Bottom three, and the Sox are still looking for a lead. Tim Anderson led off with a single. He would steal second, but advance no further as Andrew Benintendi and Luis Robert flew out, and Yoan Moncada struck out. Top four, and again, the Guardians are on the attack. Will Brennan and Tyler Freeman each singled, but Brian Rocio grounded into a double play, leaving Brennan on third with two outs, before Clevinger got Mike Zunino to strike out and end the inning with a tie. But Andrew Vaughn led off the bottom of the fourth, and suddenly we weren't tied anymore. Vaughn smacked one to left center over the wall to make it 2-1 Sox. And after a Gavin Sheets pop-out, Yasmani Grandal singled just in time for Jake Berger to go deep to left and make it 4-1 Sox. Hanser Alberto took a walk, but Tim Anderson then grounded into a double play to end the inning. Top five, and Steven Kwan has a one-out double. Andres Jimenez got hit by a pitch with two outs before Josh Bell struck out to end the opportunity. Bottom five, and Andrew Benintendi led off with a double. After a Luis Robert pop-out, Yoan Moncada singled to left to drive in Benintendi and make it 5-1 Sox. With Andrew Vaughn up, Moncada stole second. Yeah, really? But Vaughn and Gavin Sheets each grounded out to end the inning. Bottom six, and Yasmani Grandal singled to center, but immediately signaled for a pinch runner and came out of the game, with Adam Hazley coming in and quickly stealing second base. After a Jake Berger groundout, Hanser Alberto reached on a throwing error and moved Hazley to third. Tim Anderson steps in and smoked a single to right to drive in Hazley and move Alberto to third and make it 6-1. Andrew Benintendi came up and grounded out, bringing Hanser Alberto in to score before Luis Robert struck out to end the inning. Top seven, and David Fry leads off with a single before Miles Straw took a walk. A wild pitch moved the runners to second and third, but first doesn't stay open for long as Steven Kwan takes a walk. And that's enough for Pedro Grifol. Ronaldo Lopez comes in to replace Clevinger. Lopez gets a strikeout and a pop-out before walking Josh Bell to bring in a run and make it 7-2. Lopez gets a strikeout to finally end the inning. The final line for Clevinger: 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts. His ERA sits at 4.56 on the year. Bottom seven, and the major note is with 2 outs, Gavin Sheets doesn't swing on what should have been ball 3, but gets called strike 3 to end the inning. Sheets lost it on the umpire and got tossed, earning it as he yelled at the umpire heavily. Bottom 8, and the final highlight of the game was a Jake Burger triple. Yes, really. Before the inning ended. Kendall Graveman came in the ninth, and after walking Miles Straw, he got Stephen Kwan to ground out and Ahmed Rosario to ground into a double play to end the game. Some notes from the box score. Tim Anderson went 2 for 5. Yasmani Grandal 2 for 3. And Jake Burger 3 for 4 with 8 total bases. 3 no-hit innings from the bullpen as Ronaldo Lopez, Joe Kelly, and Kendall Graveman combined for 3 innings, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. The Chicago White Sox now sit at 16-28 on the year. Today, the Sox will go for their first sweep of the season as Dylan Cease takes the mound at 1:10 p.m. Central Time to face Logan Allen. In other Sox news, Eloy Jimenez hopes to be back on the team by the end of next week. In the minors, the Knights fell 6-3 to the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. Clint Frazier, who gets a little bit of revenge, and Lenine Sosa both went deep, with Zach Remillard getting the 3rd RBI for Charlotte. It was an unimpressive game from the pitching staff, but Brian Shaw gets a note with a scoreless inning and a strikeout. The Barons beat the Rocket City Trash Pandas by a score of 3-2. Barons scored 2 of their 3 runs on sacrifice flies from Luis Mieses and Moises Castillo. Tyler Nizloni had the other RBI on a single. Nizloni and Yoelqui Cespedes also each doubled once. Tommy Summer had a rough start, allowing 2 runs in 1 2/3 innings before 5 pitchers, led by Yoelvin Sylvan, who threw 3 shutout innings of his own, threw 7 1/3 total scoreless. The Dash got smushed by the Aberdeen Ironbirds 13-3. Wilfred Veras had a pair of RBIs, and Wes Kath drove in 1. Lloydell Chapelli had a pair of singles. Cole Simas got hit hard as the starter, giving up 7 runs in 1 2/3 innings. Ernesto Jaquez had the best appearance of the pitching staff, throwing 2 1/3 shutout innings to end the game. And speaking of shutouts, the Cannonballers got shut out 7-0 by the Carolina Mudcats. Tim Elko, Jacob Burke, Troy Claunch, and Jean-Abiel Laureano each singled. And those were the only offensive highlights of the day. Shane Murphy got hit around for 5 runs in 3 innings as the starter, and Billy Seidel gave up 2 runs to end the game, but in the middle, Dylan Burns and Eric Adler combined for 4 shutout innings. That will do it for this White Sox wake-up call. Subscribe to the Sox Machine podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/SoxMachine. If you enjoy our work and want to support, visit patreon.com/SoxMachine, as we have several different tiers of support starting at just $2 a month for exclusive content, ad-free podcast and website, and first crack at our new swag. Enjoy your Thursday, and go White Sox!